I have a curated luxury collection in my wardrobe, and many of these pieces have been with me for at least 7 years. And because they are so well made, I can just see them lasting for a lifetime. Not only that, over the years, I've also come to appreciate and enjoy them more and more. So today, I want to talk about how you can build a timeless luxury collection very intentionally to make sure you invest your money in the right pieces for yourself. First of all, no matter who you are, the first step to create a functional wardrobe is to invest in your everyday pieces first. And I'm referring to your t-shirts, jumpers, and whatever it is that you reach for in your day-to-day life. Now, you might not go for luxury brands for all your building block pieces, but here's the thing. When you prioritize your everyday pieces, you will allocate your resources more wisely. For example, my everyday essentials include cotton t-shirts, cashmere jumpers, and solid winter jackets. Now, I don't buy designer t-shirts, but having a well-made winter jacket is a non-negotiable for me. This means I'll happily invest in a quality winter jacket to keep myself warm and cozy. So instead of buying special occasion fancy dresses or blazers that I don't get to wear, it makes so much more sense to prioritize my everyday winter essentials. I bought my Burberry cashmere coat about 10 years ago, and this Woolrich Parker jacket has been with me for more than 7 years. And I can tell you, the cost per wear is impressively low for both these pieces because I wear them all the time, year after year. So I highly recommend that you take some time to identify your very own everyday pieces and then very intentionally add them to your collection. Moving on, because our goal here is to build a timeless collection and keep them for a long time. Longevity should really be your top consideration whenever you make a purchase. In my experience, paying for quality material and wonderful craftsmanship is always worth the money in the long run. For example, I love my Hermes cashmere scarves because the material is truly the softest that I've ever tried. They just feel so cozy and comforting around my neck. These are fairly expensive, so I only have 2 pieces in my collection, but they are put to good use every single year. And because I enjoy them so much, I don't even browse the other cashmere scarves anymore. So as you can see, even though I paid quite a bit upfront, the cost per wear is fairly low, especially seeing I intend to wear them for a long time. Jewelry is another category that you should invest with a long-term perspective in mind. Personally, I don't buy luxury costume jewelry, and I can never recommend those Chanel or Dior earrings because, first of all, they are so heavily overpriced for something that's made of crystals and silver. And secondly, the quality really isn't that great because these are just costume jewelry after all. Personally, I always have some kind of jewelry on me. I wear the same necklace for months at a time. I go in the shower with it. And when I go to bed, I don't even remove it. This is why I tend to prefer hard-wearing materials that I don't have to baby. For example, I always prefer diamonds to pearls for my everyday jewelry pieces. If you really enjoy diamond jewelry as well, you need to check out Idol. My favorite accessories are earrings, and in the last few years, I've been religiously wearing Idol earrings, and I absolutely adore them. Now, Idol only select the top 1% lab-grown diamonds for their pieces, which means you're getting amazing quality without the traditional markup. What I really love about Idol is that this is a luxury brand that feels so much more approachable because their pieces are made for real-life people. For example, their earrings make the best everyday jewelry pieces. All the add-on pieces are so unique and yet incredibly wearable, versatile, and classy. I wear them day to day, and even when I travel, I always make sure to bring some Idol earrings with me. These Venetia, for example, are the perfect everyday accessories. But if you're looking for a statement piece, you will love the Paris. Whichever design you go for, you will immediately see the quality of their pieces. And I'm very sure you'll keep them in your collection and appreciate their value forever. Something else to always keep in mind when building a timeless collection to last you a lifetime is your very own personal style. A lot of people buy luxury items very impulsively. They might see something beautiful on someone else and think, well, if I had that too, I'll look as good. But when the excitement fades, they realize the item doesn't actually fit their lifestyle or their personality. This is why I started this video by talking about investing in your everyday pieces. Because when you do that, you start noticing a pattern about your own preferences. Perhaps you really enjoy neutral colors. Maybe you always gravitate towards a certain material for your handbags, or you might find yourself wearing leather jackets a lot more than blazers. Once you understand your style, it'll be so much easier to build a cohesive luxury collection. When I first started buying luxury handbags, I thought I had to own a variety of colors for the sake of completeness, and so I would convince myself to buy handbags in bright colors. For example, my Chanel wallet on chain in red. It actually took me a few years to finally make peace with the fact that I simply prefer neutral colors. If you look at my luxury bag collection, you will see a lot of black handbags, like my Hermes BIRKIN 25, Kelly 28, Chanel Classic Flap, Chanel Mini Flap, and Saint Laurent pouch. In fact, the rest of my handbags are in very neutral colors as well. Now, this color scheme might not look overly exciting for some people, but I personally find them to be incredibly wearable for my everyday life, and they fit my personal style really well as well. And that is my point. If you're going to use your hard-earned money to buy anything, the only person you have to please is yourself and yourself only. The next thing to think about when building a timeless luxury collection is to set a realistic budget. On this channel, I don't endorse mindless spending. I think there's so much value in looking put together, but it doesn't mean you have to shop at the expense of your financial future. Just to give you some context, when I first started doing luxury shopping, I used to watch a lot of videos about luxury hauls and some really expensive unboxing. Before long, I internalized the idea that if I enjoyed luxury bags or shoes, I had to go all in. And so I started to imitate what I saw on social media. I took myself on a shopping spree on every special occasion, and I kept wanting more and more just for the sake of it. And then I came across minimalism, and in this circle, everyone is extremely frugal. And so I thought I shouldn't buy or own anything designer if I wanted to qualify as a minimalist. It took me a while to realize that I don't have to be exclusively one thing or the other. In fact, I think minimalism can be so valuable for people who want to make intentional luxury purchases. In my case, I now don't worship luxury items like I did. I buy them because I want them to serve a purpose in my life, but I won't bring home anything just because it's a limited edition. The point I'm making here is that you can own luxury items in a way that makes sense to you. And of course, one of the things to consider is your budget. This will look very different depending on who you are, where you are in life, your future plans, and so many other things. Whatever your budget is, you have to be really honest about it. If you purchase a luxury handbag knowing you're not really in the financial position to do so, you will feel a lot of guilt. I truly believe that when you buy luxury items on the basis that you've taken care of your priorities, that's when you fully enjoy the luxury items. Another thing to think about is the aspect of practicality. If you want to keep a luxury item for a long time and make your money's worth, it has to be practical for your needs. And so if you're looking for a handbag, make sure it's something that can fit all your essentials. Similarly, if you're looking for a workhorse everyday bag, don't go for a delicate material that you have to baby. I know this might sound silly, but when something is so stunning and beautiful, it can quite easily cloud our judgment. So whenever you catch yourself saying, I think I'll make it work, that's when you know you should leave the item in the store. Like I said, I have been really enjoying my curated wardrobe. I feel like it has simplified my life in a way because putting together an outfit is quite effortless now. So I very much appreciate owning luxury pieces that work for me. That being said, it actually took me several years to perfect my wardrobe. And I really wish I knew about these tips back then because I would have saved so much time and money. And that is it from me today. Thank you for being here. Take care and I will see you soon.